We have two iterations of the digitisation and automation table with a complete mix of companies. First of all, my thanks to Tristan at New Look, for whom this is his pet topic. And he kindly got the conversations going, kicked off with a lot of his thoughts and some of his experiences. But we had companies who were startups there, we had a whole mix of people, so it's interesting to get different views on the subject. So it clearly depended, your view on automation clearly depended on your product and the maturity of your company. Certainly for New Look, and certainly in our first iteration of the table, one of the key drivers was agreed to be people and peak, which I was surprised that cost didn't seem to be the number one driver that came out first. It was about people, and then an enabler of that was looking at the living wage and changes in the living wage. The accuracy was excellent from automation, but there's still a whole lot of checking, and therefore people are not going to become redundant in this procedure. We will not be fully automated. There's lots of checking that needs to go on to make sure that everything's happening well. So we sort of agreed that thinking forward, certainly in that first roundtable towards robotics, that the future would be in human-assisted robots, or cobots, I believe they're called. Interestingly, I don't know for how many of you this is true, but it seems that businesses are some sort of inverted commas scared of robots, probably because we just don't understand it yet, and it's not that commonplace. Thinking about the business case, I think obviously thinking about New Look, it's easier if you know what your volumes are going to be. Tristan, for example, knew that he's going to run at 85% capacity, so it's sort of a simpler business case because it's a more mature business. One of the key challenges is sort of obvious in a way, but the key challenge was just seeing 3 years ahead. What will your business even be doing in 3 years? And for some, that's not that clear yet. Another interesting key challenge that came out of this afternoon's session was around shifting mindset in the company. Does the company even realise there's a need/problem? And then possibly coupled with that is a fear of reverse logistics. Sort of looking at some of the growing businesses and startups that we had in our conversations, it was sort of, everyone agreed that you can't just keep throwing people at it. You can't keep throwing people at the picking line, and that actually there's an inevitable tipping point where everybody has to make that decision. And for those of you thinking, well, that's all very easy, just use a 3PL, there seemed to be a sort of agreement that actually you can use the 3PL, but there's not necessarily a case, there's no way of forcing the 3PL to be automated. Is there a need for them to do it? Is there a justification? Not always. Just in terms of conclusions, probably not very helpful conclusion is there's no silver bullet, but it does need vision from the top, right from the top of the business to think ahead 3 years and recognise that your company requires automation. And that coupled with that is that you need to be, the company needs to be brave and needs to take risks, and that automation is inevitable. Okay.
Thank you, Ed.